Hello, good morning, students. Today I am going to tell you about the properties of the ionic solids. Okay, so the properties of the ionic solids, first of all, ionic compounds are usually crystalline solids. First of all, it was a crystalline solid. The ionic compounds are solid because they oppositely charged ions attract one another strongly to form a regular crystal structure. Means it form a regular crystal structure of ionic compounds. Ionic compounds having high melting and boiling point. Melting point and the boiling point both are higher. High melting point is 800 degrees Celsius. Fine. This is the property. Two properties are over. Now the third one property. See here. Ionic compounds are usually soluble in water but insoluble in organic solvents. It is soluble in water but insoluble in organic solvents such as acetone, alcohol, benzene, kerosene. It conducts electricity when dissolved in water. The property of ionic compounds that they have high melting and boiling point. Fine. The property of ionic compounds that they have high melting point shown as follows. Okay, they are showing about the high melting point. They are heating the sodium chloride and the temperature. They are measuring the temperature and then they have find out that the temperature is going to increase. By this they have to find out the boiling point and the melting point is increased. Fine. Next is properties of the covalent compounds. First of all, beta, you make a notes. You see here, and you can make a notes by yourself. And mainly use goes on the black one heading. Don't raise the fully one. Okay. Properties of covalent bonds are usually liquids or gases. Only some of them are solids. Okay, mainly they are liquids and gases and some are solids. Fine. Next is covalent compounds have usually low melting point and low boiling point. They have low melting and boiling point, but in that one it not having a low melting and boiling point, having a high melting point. They already given here 77 degrees Celsius. Covalent compounds are usually insoluble in water. They are insoluble in water, but they are soluble in insoluble in water, but they are soluble in organic solvents. Organic solvents, they are soluble. Okay, like ether, naphthalene in this one. Covalent compounds do not conduct electricity. You should know this thing very well. It cannot conduct electricity. So now the distinguish between this one and this one you have to write in a copy. Okay, this after writing the properties of this one you can make the table and write it this one. Okay, sample problem also you have to write down in the copy. Okay, next is these already I have told to you. Here A, only they have given an example. A and B they are using, nothing else. See A, how many? 4 are there. Now 4B, B 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Now 7 is of whose? That is of nitrogen. 7. Now see here, A is coming in between and 4B are here. 1 2 3 4B. In all 4B we are using a 7. Okay, 7 we are using and 1 we are taking from A, so it become in all, it become an 8. So all it's fulfilled. Now it form a single bond like this. Understood? It form a single bond like this. One thing I am going to tell you. See here, here it will come. See this one, this one, this one, this one and this one. Okay, this is of A and other is of B, so we have taken the A bond also. Now when we have taken a bond A, this one ion, then it form the bond. Okay, 8 all having an octet fulfilled, then it form a this one. Okay, so this is a dot structure. Okay, sample problem, this one of, you can please write down this one sample problem. See here, write this question and then make this sample problem, important sample problem it is. This sample problem also you have to write down in your copy. Okay, next is we are starting off very important chapter topic, occurrence of metals. Today we are going the intro of it, rest we are doing next time. The earth crust is the major source of metals. Okay, earth crust is the major source. It is coming from the seawater, having a sodium chloride, magnesium chloride, and they do not occur as free elements in nature. Fine, they are found in the form of the compounds called as combined state. The compounds of metal found in nature are their oxides, carbonates, sulfides, and chlorides. Fine, in these compounds the metals in the form of positive ions or cation, only a few reactive metals like copper, silver, gold and platinum are found in the free state of matter. Only these one is found in a free state, otherwise it will not found in a free state. Fine, minerals and ores, what it is. Now this is very important definition. The natural minerals in which the metals or their compounds are found in earth are called minerals. The natural things which is coming from the earth, that is called as minerals. What is called as ores? The minerals from which the metal can be extracted, means coming out from there, from the earth it is coming out, it is said to be the ores. Fine, all the ores are minerals, very important this one. All ores are minerals, but all minerals are not ores. Fine, this is very important. So these are the name of ore, these are the formula I have to learn and write it in a copy also. So from the next time we are doing the extraction of metal. Today we will complete it here. Thank you and have a nice day.